age. So we wanted to get a little more personal on this short video because not too many people bring up about certain kinds of things like their pet for long or anything like that. But I will say, now that we've had these dogs for a while, especially Spiky, this is Spiky's second time getting with another dog. I used to have another dog that I did not name, named Lisa, who was adopted from the Pasadena Humane Society at 10 months old. And then I lost her when she was 10 years old at the from bladder cancer. So now these two dogs have been together since Ellie was, I think, 6 weeks old or something. And they get along pretty well, but sometimes they can really, get at each other. Typical brother and sister. Isn't that right, Spike and Ellie? You can tell they want nothing to do with this video because they're here ignoring me and snoozing away. Now I'll put the camera back on me if I can for a second. I'm trying to figure out this thing. There we go. So now you've met our dogs and have gotten to know a little more on a personal level, who I live with, even though you haven't seen everybody, because I think my parents would be camera shy in a lot of ways. I definitely was camera shy for a long time. I used to hate being in front of a camera because I just never thought of myself being too, attractive from being so heavy, for, having a lot of people over the years say some nasty things to me, bringing down my self-esteem. I was definitely not, really wanting to be on camera. But sometimes I was forced to be on camera too in some ways for, school stuff and choirs and church pictures and other things that kind of made me go, I guess I gotta have to come out of my shadow now. And especially with this YouTube channel and these live streams, they have helped me come out and talk to people more. Another thing that people may not know about me is that I really have not always, communicated well with, like, talking to people, of course, like I've said before in other videos. Another thing that you may notice about me, and I think I've mentioned it before, if you look at my eyes, like either looking at me or watching my videos, unfortunately, I moved up so you could see it better, but unfortunately my eyes are not, perfect. I have an eye disorder called strabismus, which means my eyes don't stay in the same place or in the right, place. They move. My left eye especially is way far back in the corner, and I can't see very well, especially out of my left eye. But the right eye is starting to show the sign of strabismus, and I don't really know what else to say besides I know I'm stuck with my glasses for the rest of my life. But that's okay because a lot of people my age are starting to have to wear glasses anyway. I will be 30 in 2 years, a little under 2 years. And that my mom calls it, when you're 30, it's the magical time for glasses. And a lot of specialists and eye doctors will say that too. Once you're 30, you're kind of headed in that direction. The other thing I'm asking, because I told you before, I go to church and I pray for things. The other thing I guess I'm asking for prayers for personally is that I am going to have my doctor's appointment on February 23rd to go to a new doctor for the first time in a while at a different office. And I guess I'm excited but nervous at the same time. Who else who has special needs or just general fear of the doctors could relate to this? I just personally think going to the doctor sometimes is so nerve-wracking. I don't know what it is. Either always having them, say things about your weight, which it feels like, or your health to them is somehow not great, so they want to put you on a pill, or whatever. The doctors, I think, in some ways, I appreciate them for what they've done for a lot of people and different things, but sometimes it definitely makes me mad when I end up having to go through a ton of medical tests and everything. The other thing I'm kind of asking for prayers for the appointment is because, comment down below if you can hear when I'm talking to everybody on these live streams. I do sound very hyper nasal and nasally because I cannot breathe through my nose hardly at all. So my throat also sounds kind of, gargled sometimes and nasally. So it is very hard to sometimes do this without, having to drink water or something, or go use like a dry mouth spray or something. Another thing that I guess more people have started to notice too is that now that my sinuses are acting up so bad, not only does it make me sound different from a lot of people, but I've noticed in the last few weeks that these weather changes and stuff are really interfering with my sinuses. And it's not very easy to, survive with this kind of weird weather. So another way to get to know me is because, and that's the other thing, I had to itch my eye just now because my eyes get really itchy during this weird windy day and everything. Another way to get to know me is that on Facebook, of course, my name is Ashley Jones, like I keep saying. I live in Monrovia in California. I think people probably know that by now. I also, frequently go to Disneyland and take Metro and AMTRAK and do many other things that a lot of people with special needs didn't even realize that they have the opportunity to do independently and with great success. So, before I end this shorter live stream, does anybody have any questions for me so far? Use the chat icon to ask me any questions you may have. Remember, no bullying, inappropriate comments, or anything to unfortunately make me have to, block any more people. I hate doing that, but unfortunately, it's gotten to the point where people are not always really nice. But a lot of people are at the same time. I have gotten to know more people, talked with some very nice people in and out of Disneyland. I've gotten recognized a little bit more to the point where people have found my groups. So on Facebook, my meetup group is called Disneylanders with Special Needs Disneyland Meetup Group. You could either find me on there or just go to my personal Facebook Messenger and reach out to me, and I will give you the link to my, Facebook page for my Disneyland group and everything. Another thing that I can do to help others be a part of the group is say, always, it's going to be a free membership to go to Disneyland in my group, but you need to pay for your ticket, and or if you're getting a magic key, you will, make the payments on that or whatever and use that. Either a magic key or a ticket is required to go. And then you also need your park reservation now. Some people don't like the park reservations at the Disneyland Resort, and others don't mind it. Which group are you? I would like to know in the comments down below what people are thinking in this current age and everything for Disneyland, what they really think about everything. I have to say I haven't minded the reservation system at all because I've gotten to go on all of the dates I've wanted to. Since I got the magic key, I have been a total of, I think about 12 times since I got the magic key already. It has been really good for me because when I get to go, not only do I get to have great food, go on great rides, and meet other people, but I'm getting the experience I need to enjoy the parks and be able to help others. I see that I have a person on here watching, so thank you for coming on to the chat or the video. I'm really happy to see that somebody's here now. I'm not too sure, and I know the other one is a thumbs up button. I'm still learning my phone and this whole, YouTube system and everything, so bear with me if I accidentally make a mistake or something, because sometimes this thing has been really difficult. My phone itself, even though it's a newer phone, it has a mind of its own, like I said. It really likes to glitch sometimes. I guess that's too because I live near the mountains. Since I joined T-Mobile, I've gotten a lot better with my phone plan and everything and the internet. But sometimes I'm still having some difficulty. But that's, I'm so much happier now that I'm with T-Mobile and not with AT&T anymore, because AT&T was just, my phone was not working well with them. The other thing I will ask people is if I can somehow get people to suggest a way for me to earn more watch time with all of you, or, you know, anything I can do to make people stay on better, I would like that, because I am, you know, kind of, the word I'm going to use is a tech tart. I'm not great with technology and certain, like, special things on YouTube, like, I don't know what they're called, banners and all of that stuff. So if somebody can post in the comments down below how I would get, like, fancy banners and my own, you know, stuff to make. Sorry for the dogs again. They're barking because they heard a car horn. Anyway, so if somebody, yeah, post in the comments down below if you can give me an idea to make myself pop out more in other ways. I would like that, because I would get more, you know, more recognition. So, for now, does anybody have any comments, suggestions, you know, or any other things they would like to know, either about me or Disneyland or my special needs group or anything? I will answer your questions. Oh, so somebody asked me recently what my likes and dislikes are in terms of certain categories. So, in terms of personal likes and dislikes, I don't like to be teased or bullied or bossed around. I also don't like it when people have, you know, said stuff about my weight, which isn't cool. What else? I'm trying to think of another dislike. Oh, personally, another thing is my height. I am short, so unfortunately I can't do anything about that. Sorry about our dogs in this video. They are so loud. You can feel free, too, to, you know, put a laughing emoji if possible at these two, because they're a real noisy bunch. Our dogs are so bad sometimes. I can just, you know, and another thing about my likes and dislikes in certain categories are, in terms of movies, I like older movies. I like older TV shows as well, because I've grown up with a lot of stuff with my parents. My dad is, you know, he's 70 and my mom is almost there, so they like older TV shows and movies too. We sometimes have seen, you know, new movies come out into a theater or on digital, but still kind of limited in what I can really watch. The one thing that's a shocker to a lot of people with my autism is that I can watch horror movies. The only ones, and comment down below if you hate this too, I hate clowns with a passion. They scare the living daylights out of me, and I don't like them. Clowns are the worst thing for me, sensory-wise, and I just, no way. Don't even try to show me a video or anything with clowns. I'll probably collapse to the ground in fright. Another thing I'm not a huge fan of is maybe space movies, like stuff about space too much. I don't know why. It just doesn't really interest me. I like musicals, like old musicals. I like concert videos, animation, um, older animation especially. Has anybody comment down below if the new Disney animation for Mickey and Minnie and a lot of those are kind of giving you a little bit of the creeps? Personally, I don't know who's doing the artist work now for the Disney cartoons, but I don't know what it is. They kind of give me a little bit of the creeps. The comedy and stuff can be really funny, but some of the video stuff has made me go, what in the world are they trying to show us? I don't really get it. This new style has totally confused me. Another thing that I really like is I like PBS documentaries a lot, especially the older ones. I like Ken Burns, who does really great stuff for PBS. I have a lot of VHS tapes because I am from that generation that was part of the VHS tape era. But I do have DVDs and digital and everything. Another thing that people are shocked to know about me is that I did like some of my grandparents' music too. A lot of people don't always like a lot of their grandparents' stuff. You know, their music, their taste in clothes, their taste in food, whatever it is. Maybe comment down below if there's something you wondered why either your parents listened to or ate or something that you just went, oh my gosh, like, not my thing. My grandma was from the era when Lawrence Welk used to be very popular. Hold on a second. I'm live streaming, Mom.
Okay, but you don't give away our whole history.
I'm just saying about how I grew up and everything, Mom.
Well, I don't like that. I like all my information out there.
No, I was saying I had to grow up with the Lawrence Welk stuff too. Sorry, I'm back.